There are two topics that we will cover in this session: closing pledges as a group and importing a list of pledges. There are other pledge-related topics that all relate to credit card and EFT activity or for Share-a-thon-related pledges, and those will be covered in other training. First, let's look at closing pledges. At times, it may be necessary to close several pledges that meet certain criteria. For example, you may want to just close pledges that have not had a payment in the past year. Or, if you're using stop dates, you may need to close all of the pledges that will stop this month, or pledges that have been paid in full, etc. Whatever the reason for closing the pledge, you will begin by creating a pledge segment to identify the group of pledges to be closed. For more information on Pledge Segmenter, check out the videos on that topic. Now, let's go to the Pledges tab and close pledges. Select the pledge segment created earlier. Denari will display the number of pledges identified by the segment in the segment count field. Running the close pledges process cannot be reversed, so this number will give you something of a double check to be sure you're closing those pledges you really want to close. If you are expecting 50 pledges to be closed, for example, but the segment count field shows 1,000, then you may want to go back and check your pledge segment before running the process. Once you're sure that the pledge segment is accurate, click the Close Pledges button at the top of the page. Again, this cannot be reversed, so be sure it's what you want to do. The second topic for this session is Pledge Import. This feature allows you to import a list of pledges to existing name records from an Excel spreadsheet. Again, let's go to the Pledges tab and now import pledges. There's a link here that will give you a sample spreadsheet. However, it's pretty simple. Your spreadsheet needs 3 columns: account, frequency, and amount. You can see here that there are only 2 options for frequency: M for monthly and 0 for one-time special. Let's take a look at a sample spreadsheet. We have our 3 columns, and we've entered data, account numbers for each of the name records that we'll be importing pledges to, the payment amount, and then finally the frequency for each of those pledges: M for monthly, O for one-time special. Next, we'll enter the appeal code, the fund code, the pledge description, the start date, and finally the pledge duration. The pledge duration will be a number like 12 for 12 monthly payments, or 36 for 36 monthly payments, etc. And Denari will determine the stop date if necessary. If you leave this field blank, Denari will create pledges with no stop date. Once we've got everything set up, we're going to go and browse to find our spreadsheet. If we haven't already done that, that will allow us to select that spreadsheet here. And then finally, we'll click the Import New Pledges button. Once this process is complete, you'll be able to browse to a name record and then that pledge section, and you'll find the new pledge set up there. This completes this session. If you have any questions, please contact tech support through the support button at the top of Denari.